Hello, back to Wild. My name is Beast. Today we're back with Kakenuke Seishun Sparking. Sorry about the small break in this, by which I mean I didn't record it on Friday because I had an early start on Saturday and kind of like only noticed the time when it was like 10 already. And then I proceeded to just be exhausted on Saturday, even despite the early start and the nap after work. So I didn't record it, so didn't do like a makeup recording on Saturday. Then of course the stream happened on Sunday. But hey, now we're back with this. I mean, to be fair, last week only didn't have that many Kakenuke videos. Like normally it would be 3 Kakenuke videos versus 1 Grisaya and 1 stream now. But that was just kind of like got a bit skewed since I did a double feature of Grisaya due to Bud not being available on Wednesday and finishing Leisure on that day instead. And then Friday happened. Anyways, I'm not sure how long I'll record. I don't know when I'll have to start tomorrow, so I probably want to go to sleep early, especially since I've just generally been tired lately. Couldn't entirely just be because of my shot. But yeah, I'm also just tired, did not sleep well again. Like I said, I've just not been sleeping too well. Anyways. Welcome, Kaido. I mean, miss. What's Kaido? Man, she wasn't the type to come to family restaurant by herself. Thank you very much, miss. We were inside the restaurant, so I spoke to her in my customer service voice. This is the fundamental stance to take with customers. Yes, my rule is to keep my professional and private life separate. Ayo? Huh, apologize. It was so sudden that my normal tone of voice accidentally came out. She keeps getting better. Though why I wonder why this did not come to her mind when she decided to forcefully drag him to the active. That expression turned a bit murky. That's what this is about? I hadn't really thought of it that way. Please don't worry about it. God, I mean, miss. And this is a problem for me as well. I'll take over the role of temporary leader. Flashed her bright smile. Not the one reserved for customer service, but my own personal smile. She smiled sweetly. It was a beautiful, invigorating smile. If Ibiki was a sunflower, then I guess that would make Senpai a morning glory. Yes, this was how Senpai should be. Really? That is correct. Of course, I will try to adjust my shift accordingly. Alright, now that that's settled, what would you like to order? Pardon, Milady, what do you think of this? I recommended the iced tea listed on the corner of the menu. Kaido was pleased with herself. This was a woman for you, a legit lady. Very good. Please wait just a moment. I filled in with the order slip and bowed to her. Yes, what can I do for you? You're well informed.
遠野の妹さんが言ってたの。
So that's how she knew. Do you like the ocean? You look very happy as all.
そう？別にそうでもないけど。
She acted oddly restless. Tending to customers' needs was a part-timer's eminent duty. I doubted it was anything I needed to pry deeply into. Understood. Allow me to show you to a special seat.
ありがとう。
Please come with me. The stairs are this way. Senpai stood up and I escorted her. We went up the steps together. That crap. Senpai was walking ahead of me and her skirt had flipped up, leaving her underwear exposed. I was a gentleman that looked downward when it happened. I don't! I immediately snapped my head upwards when she screamed and reached out both arms. Ayo! Ayo! And tastefully not showing the panties. 100% that was censored in post. Like the actual CG showed her panties, didn't it? She does have very... she does have very defined calves. That is impressive. Anyways. It was in the nick of time. I had someone managed to catch Senpai when she lost her footing on the stairs. What a relief. That was a close one. She could have been seriously injured if she'd fallen from here.
ごめん、遠野。
It is absolutely fine. Still, it is quite rare for you to make such a mistake, Senpai.
ああ、そうね。少し浮かれてたのかも。
Even you get that way sometimes, I see.
学園帰りに寄り道なんてほとんどしないから。こういうところも一人で来るなんてめったにないもの。
You don't? Senpai's family is known for Aikido and had an excellent pedigree. I had also heard that she would be their heiress. Just like with me, I doubted she had opportunities to play around all too much. Senpai, I wonder, can't you enjoy yourself right now to the fullest? You have made the effort to visit your restaurant. Please enjoy yourself to your heart's content. That is why I'm showing you to the special seat.
それって
Yes?
仕事モードで言ってる？それともプライベートな遠野の言葉なの？
I thought about it for a moment. Kaido, which do you believe it is? Flipped the question around on her.
丁寧な遠野も悪くないなって思ったけど、私はいつもの遠野が言ってくれたことだと思う。
She acted unusually meek. She seemed like an ordinary young woman when she behaved this way.
結局どっちなの？
Just as you surmised. I thought it would be fine for you to relax, at least when you're by yourself.
それあんたにも言えることなんじゃない？
I'll expect a counter.
響も心配してたわよ。頑張りすぎてるって。
I only do what I'm capable of. I know my limits.
あんたって誰かに見てもらってないと危なっかしいのかもね。
You think so?
自分の限界を理解してるなんて無茶する人の言うことだもの。まったく危なっかしい後輩だわ。
Not exactly the line someone who nearly fell down the stairs should say. I assumed she'd be mad if I snapped back with that, so I kept it to myself.
それはいいんだけど、遠野。
What is it?
恥ずかしいからそろそろ下ろして。
No, I was gonna carry you to the second floor, actually. I nimbly made my way up the stairs.
面白がってない？
You caught me.
2階に着いたら覚えてなさいよ。新しい技を覚えたんだから。
Lady, I'm so very sorry! I partially reverted to work mode and humbly apologized. Later, after Senpai left. I may not have to quit after all, son.
Okay, bravo! I love you, my brother! Hi, 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 hi!
The manager was delighted when he heard what I had to say. It could still go either way.
これで2割アップは間違いなし。
聞いてませんね。
Well, whatever. That said, what did he begin the others have in mind?
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。
Oh? Oh, fucking back hurts. Woke up to the sound of my phone's alarm. Oh, hey, we get to see his room now, actually. Reached out and turned it off. How long was I out? last night. In the middle of studying, I figured I'd take a quick break and lay in bed. Didn't remember anything past that. I've been in big trouble if it were Sunday. If it weren't Sunday. Wait, I haven't even changed. Passed out in bed, still in my clothes. Hold on. I've been pretty wide out. Means I would have been fine even after 10 late night shifts in a row. It was starting to take a mental toll on me after all. The abolition of the scholarships. The abolition of the scholarship program, also the disbandment of the active and negative. What can we do about it? The active does seem to have a plan of some sort at least. I had learned as much yesterday. It wasn't easy, considering Hibiki had come up with it, but I could just reject her plan if it was too reckless. I had been enlisted as a leader as it stood. I decided I had to come up with some ideas of my own too. And I've eaten. It'd be nice to go on a walk for a change of pace. With my mascot branded phone and case in hand, I changed it to a t-shirt I liked and headed downstairs. Oh, shop's closed. After breakfast, I headed downtown by myself. I wandered my way to a shop I frequented, but it had a temporary closure notice up. I grabbed a new t-shirt there went into stock. I heard a familiar voice. What's she doing here? Oh no. She's a gotcha addict!
違うんです。私が今欲しいのはあなたじゃないんです。
Showed us that Kashima was seated in front of the capsule toy vending machine.
いえ、あなたも可愛くて大好きなんですよ。でも、あなたはもう持ってるんです。気を取り直しましょう。勝負はここからです。今度こそ。
There was a huge pile of capsules amassing the eyes sat beside her. It appeared the one she was after hadn't come out yet. Kashima looked at the capsule toy in her hand and hung her head with disappointment. Gotta? Gonna? That sort of speech I'd normally expect from her. Kashima left the mound of capsules on the ground and pulled out her wallet. She stuck more and more 100 yen coins into the vending machine. Hang on, how much was that for one play? 500 yen? The president sunk quite a bit into this. Sounded like she'd failed. She was halfway in tears. Gotcha was depressed with her hands on the ground. Almost like the oars emoji. Couldn't watch this anymore. Kashiwa? She bit her tongue. Why are you so surprised? She greeted him with the usual invigorating smile. She spared no effort to try and smooth things over. Isn't this the first time we've met off campus? Is it really? I don't remember it. I made Kashima pout.
そういえば小日向さんのことも覚えてませんでしたし、遠野くんもしかしてやはり女の子に興味がないんでしょうか。
It's not like that. Don't lump me together with Shinji.
そうでしょうか。
Why'd she doubt me?
女の子に興味があるなら、もう少し。
Shouldn't I what?
身だしなみに気をつけた方がいいのでは？
Huh? Something wrong?
はい。
She implied
あの
instantly.
時も思っていたのですが、今日だって変な T シャツ着てますし。
Huh? Took another look at my t-shirt. It had "My life is just plain brutal" Mitsuo written across the chest in brush strokes. It was an enthralling philosophy on life that I aspired to. I thought it looked cool though.
どこがですか？
Kashima's already huge eyes opened even wider. She looked positively bewildered. Doesn't adversity make you feel how deep life can be?
遠野くんのセンスは独特ですね。私はもっと幸せそうな言葉がいいです。
The girl sighed at me. It's kind of a shocker.
では、私はもう行きますから。
No, man, you sure you don't want to keep trying your luck at the vending machine?
そこには触れてほしくありませんでした。大人げないところを師匠に見られてしまうなんて、今日の運気は最低です。
Kashima looked more and more depressed by the second. What was I supposed to do in this situation? Nah, adults play with these sorts of capsule machines all the time. I don't think you need to worry so much.
そんな心にもないことを。大人の遠野くんはきっと心の中では、鹿島ってガキっぽい女だな、がっかりだ、やっぱり女は妹が最高だぜって思ってるに決まってます。
I do not! Kashima internally treated me like a hardcore sister complex. Like I had a hardcore sister complex. It was becoming a big shock for the second.
ちなみになんですけど、
Hmm?
いつから見てたんでしょう。
Just recently.
ついさっきとは。
The part where you said, I'm gonna bring you home for sure. You have a child's side too, huh?
忘れてください、忘れてください、お願いします。
It was that traumatized. Oh well, better lend her a hand. Gosh, I'll win it for you.
いえ、でもいくら遠野くんでもこればかりは運ですよ。
By the way, I assume this is the one you want? Pointed a certain mascot posted onto the vending machine. An acrylic keychain for Kira Meow. There are two ways this joke can go now. Like the joke I'm gonna make. Either that's a keychain of my cat, or that's a keychain of Kira from the Discord server, but with cat ears. The second one would be very cursed. Rare limited edition crystal version.
はい、よくわかりましたね。
I'll get it first try. I stuck into 5 100 yen coins from my wallet.
いえいえ、いくらなんでも1回は無理ですよ。私なんてもう10回以上。いえ、なんでもありません。
Akashima was busy acting rattled. I turned the lever. Look. I opened the capsule and tossed the mascot to Kashima. It sparkled in an arc of light and landed in the palm of Kashima's hand. Kashima looked at the mascot in her hand and shouted.
限定レア、クリスタルバージョンです。やっと来てくれました。
Kashima hopped around in delight, enough to make her skirt flip upward. Then nowhere to look. Please stop, Kashima. I'm happy for you. Anyway, sorry to bother you, President. I turned around and headed to the arcade.
待ってください、遠野くん。いえ、師匠、種明かしをお願いします。
Kashima jogged after me. I'd like to be alone for the day, actually. I saw the man who... Was I the sort of man who loved solitude? No, I just wanted time to think things
お
over.
昼、ご馳走させていただきますが。
My ears perked right up.
何でも師匠のお好きなものを。
My feet skidded to a stop. I guess I have time for a chat. On second thought, it would be wrong to be unkind to a girl. Yep.
何がいいでしょう。
Anything's fun. I'm not especially picky.
では、私のお気に入りのお店でいいですか？
Restaurant you like. That sounds great. Suck up my right thumb. Memory serves, Kashima's family was loaded. I had high hopes.
では参りましょう。
Yeah, no. It's not gonna be some high-class restaurant. It's gonna be like a fucking ramen stand or something.
さか遠野くんとランチご一緒できるなんて。欲しかったマスコットも手に入りましたし、まるで遠野くんとデートしているみたい。今日の私の運勢は最高ですね。
Kashima was sitting in front of me overjoyed.
遠野くんは何になさいますか？
Hey Kashima, in contrast with Kashima's sweet smile, I was in the throes of disappointment.
はい、何ですか？
Weren't we going to one of your favorite restaurants? Some family restaurants at the place I worked.
はい、この間来て一目で気に入っちゃったんです。内装も素敵ですし、お値段もリーズナブルですよね。
Kashima seems to legitimately like the restaurant. She meant no ill will. That just made it all the more nasty. This is where I work. This is hardly the change of pace I had in mind. I leaned back in my seat and let out a huge sigh.
でも今日はお客さんとして来てるんですよ。バイトしている時とは違うと思いますけど。
About
いらっ
that.
しゃいませ。あ、遠野チーフ。
あ、遠野くん。お休みなのにわざわざ来てくれたの？僕感激。
Murakami and our manager instantly captured me. Right now, I'm just an ordinary customer. Please treat me like you would anyone else. 2 of today's pasta lunch sets, please. I did my best to promptly dismiss the
遠
peer.
野チーフ、相変わらず釣れないですね。
違うよ。遠野くんは釣れないんじゃなくてツンデレなの。
They started rambling in front of Kashima.
そうなんです。遠野くん一見釣れないんですけど、最後はちゃんと助けてくれるんです。優しいんです。
Even Kashima was jumping in on the conversation.
もしかして遠野チーフの彼女さんですか？
いえいえ、そんな、私はただ。
Swirl, 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 swirl. I'll swoosh right in! Hold on, what's the fucking actual line? Hold on.
Watch me swoosh right in. Swoosh, swoosh.
Kashima turned beet red and twirled her fingers around on the table.
私、遠野くんのクラスメートですけど、それだけで終わりたくないと言いますか。
この反応は悪くないと見たよ、遠野くん。
頑張れ頑張れ、遠野チーフ。
They were cheering us on. Give me a break, you two. Murakami manager, a customer over there is calling for you. My keen eye spotted the customer with their hand raised and let them
おっ
both
と、
know.
いけない。じゃあごゆっくり。
お嬢さん、遠野くんをよろしくね。
They both finally got back to work. I felt exhausted all of a sudden.
とってもアットホームな職場なんですね。
Too cozy, to the point where it causes problems sometimes. It doesn't feel like much of a day off
遠
anymore.
野くんは学園以外でも信頼されているんですね。
Really? They were just teasing me is all.
信頼できる人にしかしませんよ。人徳がある証拠です。
I have to wonder. Gonna tell
お
myself.
ひなたさんや神楽坂くんはすっごく信頼してると思いますよ。
Ibik is a childhood friend and I've known Shinji since middle school. Point being, they're special cases.
あとりっちゃんも
Well, this is obviously a super special case.
カイドウ先輩も
I've also known her for a relatively long time through Hibiki. Although back in the day, she constantly made me her guinea pig when practicing her Aikido techniques.
柊さんもですよね。
Hirogi would be dicey to leave to her own devices. Didn't she just get oddly attached to me while I looked after her?
私は
You just happened to be there going with the flow.
私だけ理由が曖昧です。
How about because you're the class president then?
私が聞いてるのに疑問形はやめてください。
Kashima took offense and huffed at me. Not hurled at me. Like, she did not just grab a nearby chair and Kiryu Kazuma his ass. You know, you seem to have an awfully high opinion of me. Got my phone case and got ready to show her how I'd performed that trick. I'm just an average guy with somewhat dexterous fingertips. Here, look at this. Showed her the mascot attached to my phone case.
それはノーマルのキラニャンですね。
Yep, the one you had duplicates of.
遠野くんもキラニャンちゃん持っていたんですか？
Just one. This is actually the one I pulled earlier.
でも私がさっきいただいたのはレアでしたよ。
I just happened to have that one on hand. So I swapped them out earlier when I handed it to you.
いつの間に
Remember I went out of my way to empty out the capsule when I gave it to you? That's when. Besides, you know how it was packaged? You should have noticed that.
確かにあんまりにも嬉しくて全く気づきませんでした。
I figured that would be the case.
私のお目当てがこの子だと分かったのはなぜですか？
Because it's the only rare one. It's a simple matter of probability. If this hadn't been the one you wanted when I checked first, this little magic trick would never exist, and I wouldn't have attempted it. See? Nothing special once you hear the trick behind it, right? This is simply...
素晴らしいです。さすが私のお師匠様です。
Kachin was supposedly captivated by my explanation, and I figured you would be exasperated. And it had the opposite effect. Nah, there's nothing even the slightest bit wonderful about this.
何言ってるんですか？完璧にプロのマジックですよ。私にもぜひご教授を、師匠。
Kashima clasped my hands, which were resting on top of the table. She leaned forward and peered into my eyes. Age was too close. Kashima, I told you, you think too highly of me. Tricks like these are basically scams.
そんなことはありません。
She was serious and direct, Kashima said with my hands in hers.
遠野くんのマジックはみんなを幸せにします。マスコットだって私にくれましたし、先日のポーカーで勝っても私に何も要求しませんでした。それに入学式の時だって。
Kashima tightened her grip. I could feel her passion, her body heat. Kashima,
私、遠野くんみたいな人になりたいんです。だから柄にもなく部なんて立ち上げたんですよ。
Huh? She created the volunteer club because she wanted to be like me. What does this mean, Kashima?
はい。私は
Kashima leaned even further forward.
私は
お待たせしました。パスタランチセットで。はあ、すみません。お邪魔しました。お幸せに。
Murakami left the plates and sails slipped and bolted like the wind. Hey, wait! You Murakami! Enjoy yourselves! She definitely had the wrong idea. Yeah, she's talking about sloppy customer service. Sorry, Kashima.
いいえ。
When I turned back to Kashima, she had straightened her back in her seat. It was bright red from the neck up, though. Strange. The air conditioning seemed to be working fine. So where did you leave off?
いえ、この話はまた後日。それよりせっかくの料理が冷めてしまいますよ。
Really? Say so, I guess. Let me get to pie too hard. Kashima and I quietly dug into our meals.
危なかったです。私、遠野くんのことになるとすぐ熱くなって。
If you're hot, why don't I have them adjust the AC?
乙女の独り言を聞かないでください、師匠。
The president stared daggers and scolded me. Right, sorry. I was terrified of that uncharacteristically menacing glare. Listening to a person's private monologue. Trying to peek into a person's heart. Those were two of my bad habits.
これとっても美味しいです。
Is it? Glad to hear it. The urchin cream pasta seemed to put Kashima into a good mood. Oh boy. Actually, is there a recommended route order in
もう
this?
こんな時間なんですね。
Like, there was a recommended route order for Kinkoi. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a recommended one here as well, where one specific route delves into the backstory a lot more. To be fair, that could probably be the little sister route. Oh boy. Anyways. Alright, didn't realize. We left the restaurant and chatted while we wandered around the city. Kachin was extremely eager to ask me about magic. I revealed simple tricks I could perform on the spot. Each trick gave her an almost childish delight. But... Can I ask you some, Kashima?
どうぞ。
You didn't bring up the volunteer collective once today.
はい、そうですね。
Why? It was ordinarily the tempest of solicitations.
この前の話し合いで遠野くんに私たちの問題を押し付けてしまった形になってます。そのせいで今遠野くんは学園の話とか辛そうな雰囲気です。
She heard what I'd said to myself before. Maybe she took a guess based on how I looked. Either way, it felt like she'd beaten me this time.
今日の遠野くんは気分転換がしたかったのでしょ。
I figured that out too.
だったら私がその話を振るのは良くないなと思って控えてたんです。
That's another point that makes her better than fucking nymph.
コンフィグ画面ですよ。
Hibiki, thank you. That's another point that makes her better than Hibiki. You know damn well Hibiki would have fucking tried to bring up the fucking active again. She really had seen through me. You're making progress on your mind reading magic, Kashima.
弟子だって日々成長してるんですよ。
You know, I'm an apprentice.
いい加減認めてくれてもいいじゃないですか。
Said this a million times, but this doesn't suit you. Mind reading was a superficial deception. She had no need for some so underhanded.
釣れないですね。
It's because I am an icy person.
それに嘘つきです。
Lies are an essence buffer for life.
さすが深いです、師匠。
Don't call me master. We wandered around the shopping district and engaged in idle chatter as the sun set. Our shadows extended and wavered along the pavement, getting closer than
明
further
日も
apart.
暑くなりそうですね。
Yeah. In the end, I had a fun day with Kashima. I planned to spend the day alone. Still, I couldn't say I minded. If anything... Kashima, can you guess what I'm currently thinking?
そうですね。
Kashima stares straight at my face. And then...
早く帰って愛する妹のりっちゃんに会いたいですね。
Wrong. Wanted to clear up any suspicions she had held of me having a sister complex and soon. Another thing to add to my to-do list.
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。
Button up your fucking shirt, lady.
チワンス遠野先輩。
EGD. Sorry to run into you at school. At school the following week, bumped into Hijiri just as she was headed for the just as I was headed for the active club room.
自分先輩のこと待ってたんすよ。
Sorry, but was actually on my way to the active. Hibiki and the others had gone in ahead to the club room and were preparing a presentation. Didn't have time to keep talking with Hijiri.
なら自分もついていくっす。
Have you met Hibiki and the other club members before?
初対面っすね。でも先輩の友達ならいい人たちに決まってるから平気っす。
Sure, they're all good people. The only catch was that they were all just tad idiosyncratic in my opinion.
心配しなくてもいいっすよ。自分コミュ力には自信あるんで。
You liar. She was incredibly timid the first time we met. Almost like a kitten that had just been abandoned.
自分のことはいいんすよ。さあ先輩の彼女さん候補を自分に紹介してください。
Hijiri wrapped her arms firmly around my right arm and ushered us forward. Hey!
あ、先輩照れてるんすか？先輩すれたふりして実は純情っすからね。
She smirked and showed off her pearly whites. Not true.
またまた隠さなくてもいいっすよ。自分の女子なところを感じてドキドキしてるんじゃないっすか？
I told you, not true.
何が違うんすか？確かに巨乳とは言い難いっすけど、自分だってそこそこあるんすよ。
The active club room is the other way.
失礼しましたっす。
Hijiri turned, appearing bashful. Her face was a faint tinge of red. She would be cute if she only acted more mature.
あ、ユウどこ行って。ちょっとユウ、何女の子と腕組んできてんのよ。
Hibiki charged up to me the second I came into the room with Hijiri. Like Hijiri, she was someone who would be cuter if she had only acted more mature.
同伴出勤ですか、先輩。
Hiragi spoke indifferently when she tapped away at her laptop.
遠野、 私たちが学園改革阻止のために頑張ってたっていうのに。
ちょっと校舎裏に来て。
Kata was smiling, and the vein on her temple began to twitch. She was super terrifying. I shook her off more times than I can count. She's too stubborn. Despite what I said, Hidechi still had a firm grip on my arm.
何？どういうこと？もうルート確定しちゃったの？さすがにこの急展開は私納得いかないんだけど。
Hibiki, please don't talk about character routes. Childhood friend was gorgeous and was putting me in a real bind.
っていうか、その子誰？
こんちはっす。自分は1年のひじりキッカっす。自分はただの見物っす。お気になさらず。
Hijiri remained glued to my arm while in a rare turn gazing around the room.
一つ聞くけど、あなたユウとどういう関係？
ただの後輩っす。それにしてはずいぶん仲がいいわね。自分東野先輩尊敬してるんで、親愛の気持ちを欧米式に伝えてるだけっす。
With that, she hung all over me again. I prefer Japanese style. Would you get off of me already? I smoothly pulled my right arm out of her grip.
ああ、殺生っすよ。自分まだ東野先輩のスメルを堪能してないっす。
スメル？
Don't enjoy that. I wish she had a little more feminine shame.
ユウ、本当に？その子はただの後輩なのね。
She's honestly just my underclassman. No different from Miragi. I said as much plainly.
それはつまり、私にも東野先輩の匂いを嗅げと。
Hiragi stood up. No, don't smell me.
東野先輩がそう言うなら。
He sat back down. She was at the very least easy to handle.
まったく言ったらカスマさんやリツだけでも手強いのに、私の気も知らないで。もっと過激にアタックしなきゃダメじゃない。
That's a pretty disturbing comment you just made, Ibiki.
別に何も言ってないわよ。
響き、それくらいにして。今は私たちの計画を説明しましょう。
I would appreciate it. Thank goodness.
東野は後で詳しく話を聞かせてもらうから。
Not good.
わかったわ。
Ibiki's bracing tone of voice resonated throughout the room to call everyone's attention.
では、私たちアクティブの存続とユウの生活を守る唯一の方法、風見学園保管計画について説明しましょう。
That Ibiki sat at the head of the table while wearing a serious expression. She crossed her hands in front of her face, and then...
しおり、お願い。はい。では、皆さんこちらをご覧ください。
Hideki tapped away at her PC. Her cursor hovered over a browser icon. She clicked. And there was...
YouTube の動画っすね。
Oh, it's Pika King guy. Hideki opened a popular video sharing website that was used around the world.
はい。一般の方にはピカキンさんが一番有名ですね。私の一押しはビビリー小川さんですが、夕べ上がったヤバいほどまずい食堂は秀逸でした。せっかくなので見てみましょう。
Hideki was about to play one of her favorite videos. Hey.
柊、今はそっちじゃないでしょ。
しおり、ビビリーさんは後でいいから。残念です。
自分はしおしおチャンネルが好きっす。
A brief moment, both of Hideki's shoulders
個
trembled.
人なのに毎回めっちゃいい感じの動画を上げてるんすよ。
Yeah, she is Shio.
そう
Yeah.
なんですか。
Yeah, she is it. For whatever reason, Hideki's eyes were swimming with
リアクショ
emotion.
ン可愛いし、トークも面白いんすよ。
そんなことは。
今自分の一番好きなバーチャル YouTuber っすね。
We have a VTuber chick! Oh lord! Clatter, clatter, clatter. Hideki's hand trembled over the mouse. Hey, Hideki, what's wrong? You alright?
大丈夫です。問題ありません。
ちょっと今見ていいっすか？
Hideki reached out for the mouse. Hideki reached out
そ
for the
れは
mouse.
後にしましょう。それより今は小日向先輩の話を進めます。
Very, she was acting unusually panicked. What's going on?
今話題に出たバーチャル YouTuber ですが、実は今回のプロジェクトのキーポイントでもあります。
Huh? What did that mean? by VTuber, you're referring to one of those virtual YouTubers, right? They're usually YouTubers with a cute girl avatar. Like, like Kizuna Ai or Tokino Sora. I think those were the names. I know the first one. I'm not entirely sure on the second. In fact, let me look this up. Tokino Sora. Yep, it was Tokino Sora. The first HoloLive VTuber. Apparently. No, that one, actually. Oh well.
はい、人気バーチャル YouTuber の影響力はすごいんです。動画による収益だけでなく、企業とのコラボなど話題になれば一気に風見学園の名を世間に周知させることが可能です。そう、アクティブでもバーチャル YouTuber を作ろうってわけ。収益は学園に寄付するわ。そうすれば財政難も解決でしょ。それに先生言ってたでしょ。生徒数が減ってきているのも問題になってるって。これがうまくいけばきっと入学を希望する人もたくさん増えるわ。
You'll be putting someone up on the internet while actively fucking telling people, while actively broadcasting a place that they are very much intrinsically linked to. Some creepy parasocial stalker bastard is gonna go find the fucking school, find out the person behind the avatar, and do a kidnapping. This is not going to end well. In summary, they want to play around by making funny videos to draw attention to the academy. If successful, then the academy's culture surrounding student freedom would be acknowledged at the national level. This would lead to an increase in applicants. You're right, if this works out as possible, the new headmaster will reconsider. Could be a trump card when it comes to persuading him. But what does require a professional voice actor behind the character? We also don't have the equipment or expertise for this. Amateurs like us have serious chance of success even if we were to start now. Quality streamers were those that started it as business from the get-go after all.
言う通り、私も最初はそう思ったわ。だけど、柊の話を詳しく聞いて考えが変わったの。
What do you mean?
機材とノウハウならここにあるってことよ、ユウ。しおりはアクティブとあんたを救う希望の星。スターだったのよ。ね。
Hibiki smiled and plopped a hand onto Hiragi's
小日
shoulder.
向先輩がそう言うなら、こんにちは。スターです。
Hiragi, I suppose, star spoke in her usual tone of voice. I don't know why. Is this really okay? I don't know much, but when we need a lot of expensive cameras and motion capture equipment.
それならここに。
With an nonchalant look, she retrieved one device after another that I'd never seen before from under the table.
すげーっす。これ全部配信用の機材っすか？
What? How in the world did Hijiri and I gawked at it all. These weren't the sorts of things academy students could normally acquire.
先輩、そこは触れないでください。
Huh? Why?
それがこれを使わせてもらう条件の一つなので。
I must have meant they were on alone. Nah.
詳細は語れませんが、ちゃんとした企業さんのものです。収益の 10% を還元する契約で貸していただきました。安心してください。
Who knew you were so well connected? It's astounding that you could even borrow so much equipment. That just showed how much faith the industry had in Hiragi.
これだけで驚いてたら困るわよ、ユウ。しおり、例のものをユウにも見せてあげて。了解です。
Hiragi tapped away at the PC at an alarming rate. It was perfect touch tapping.
先輩、これを。
She looked at the screen when asked. There I found.
この子かわいいっす。でしょでしょ。
Hibiki and Hijiri squealed with excitement and clasped their hands together. When all was said and done, they seemed to be getting along swimmingly. We've already made this much
どう
progress.
ですか、先輩。髪の色や服装など直したいところがあれば。
No, I don't have any complaints. It's already perfect. Even if a layman like me commenting gave me pause.
この子、 ちょっとしおしおチャンネルのしおりんに似てるっす。
ぎっくり。
Hiragi continued typing, but her hands suddenly came to a stop.
多分同じソフトで作ったせいではないかと。
なるほど、詳しいっすね。柊さんすげえっす。
Hijiri embraced Hiragi from behind.
もっとよく見たいっす。柊さん、もう少しアップで。
遠野先輩、この方。
Hiragi looked at me. She was pleading for help with her eyes. He's awfully familiar with me too. Don't let it bother you.
遠野先輩がそう言うなら。
She kind of fumbled over her words just now, didn't she?
それじゃあ早速やってみるわよ。
Hiragi proudly put on the motion capture equipment. You gonna do it?
当たり前でしょ。こんな面白そうなこと私がやらないわけないわ。準備はいいですか？ええ、私がユッピーをとっても可愛い女の子にしてあげるんだから。
Yippee. Hey, Hibiki? Had a bad inkling about this, so I figured I should ask.
どうしたの？
What's all this about a Yuppie?
この子の名前よ。それがどうしたの？
Why'd you settle on Yuppie?
あんたの名前がユウだからそれをもじってユッピー。どう？可愛いでしょう。
Why you? She was definitely going to force me into doing some of this later.
みんなでユッピーを世界一人気のバーチャル YouTuber にするわよ。
了解っす。
頑張りましょう。
うまくいくといいわね。
Will we really be okay?
それで私は適当に喋ってみればいいの？はい、音声に関してはうまく変換してくれるはずです。わかった。ちょっと一回試しに喋ってみる。
If you took in a big deep breath.
私、新人バーチャル YouTuber のユッピー。よろしくユッピッピー。
Wait!
何よ、せっかく楽しくユッピーを演じていたのに。
I mean, isn't it weird?
そうです、小日向先輩。
Right? See, Hiragi agrees. Kind of character is far too extreme.
ユッピーは恥ずかしがり屋だけどツンデレなロリお姉さんキャラという設定です。
Isn't that persona a little too extreme?
先輩、今はバーチャル YouTuber 肩の時代っす。
Yes.
それくらいしないと誰も見てくれないっすよ。
Oh.
ツンデレね。わかったわ。行くわよ。あんたのために配信してるんじゃないんだからね。何よ。別に見てほしいなんて言ってないんだから。
おお、これはなかなか。
何これ、すっごく楽しいじゃない。聞こえる声が自分と違うし、ちゃんと私に合わせて同じ動きをしてくれる。
If you get looked at the monitor all while randomly moving her arms and legs
ま
around.
るでもう一人の私がそこにいるみたいだわ。
自分もやってみたいっす。私もちょっと興味あるわ。響、後で変わってくれない？
Hijiri and Kaido drew in closer to Hiragi.
中の人が複数いるパターンもありますので、それも全然ありかと。
やりたいっす。ターナ先輩の名を冠した美少女にあれこれ言わせたいっす。
Oh no. You knocked that off!
安心してトーノ。私はちゃんと可愛く演じてあげるから。
He was gonna put on a cute act with Yuppie. That meant Kaido would have to act cute in the real world. I would honestly have to see that. As much as I did, now wasn't the time for that.
小日向先輩、次はもっとユッピーになりきってみてください。なりきるって？私これでも結構頑張ったつもりなんだけど。もう一段階先に進むんです。演技ではなく生まれ変わる、いわば受肉です。
Incarnation.
なんかかっこいいわね。やってみる。あとはもう少し恥ずかしがり屋なロリっぽさを加えてもらえると。わかったわ。恥ずかしがりのロリね。私がでもお兄ちゃんたちのためにユッピー頑張る。
すげえっす。めっちゃ可愛いっす。響、私は今響がいとこでよかったって心から思ったわ。
まあそれほどでもあるわね。
次は自分がやりたいっす。
仕方ないわね。
はいどうぞ。やったっす。
He usually took the motion capture equipment from Hibiki.
やあみんな、僕ユッピー、今日からお友達だね。
Knock that off! He was going to get snuffed out by some huge country. So she did intentionally try to do the Mickey Mouse.
先輩はケチっすね。
That's not the problem.
ねえ、次は私に貸してくれない？了解っす。
Kaida took the motion capture equipment next.
と、これでいいのかな。
She waved as she smiled at the camera.
ちゃんとユッピーも動いてる。結構可愛いじゃない。
Yuppie smiled sweetly on the screen and moved the same way Senpai did.
よし、やってみるわ。突然呼び出してごめんね。どうしても伝えたいことがあって。なんか恥ずかしいね。こうして改まっちゃうと。実はね、私、ずっと前からあなたと一緒に合気道の稽古がしたかったの。
Why?
これ楽しいじゃない。なんかいろいろできそうだし。
そうね、これなら可能性は無限大。思いっきり楽しんで収益を得ることだってできるかも。
Oh, Scott, this could probably be a fucking idea that sells by just, you know, having the VTuber be like fucking 5 different people and it's just the schizo VTuber.
すげえっす。あっという間に解決っす。
皆さん、
Nearly interrupted the trio who were giggling amongst themselves.
皆さん大事なことが抜けています。このキャラは恥ずかしがり屋だけどツンデレなロリお姉さんキャラという設定です。今までのユッピーですと比較的陽キャ寄りの印象です。キャラの設定も機材を使わせてもらう条件の一つなので。
そっか。
それなら心配いらないわ。大丈夫。ユッピーを演じるのは私たちじゃないから。
Hibiki's eyes turned to me. Suddenly all eyes were on me.
頑張ってね。期待してるわよ、リーダー。いえ、ユッピー。
I knew this would fall all on me!
ほらほら、モーションキャプチャーをつけて。
I'm going to play the part of this girl. Pointed my shaking finger at the pretty girl on the PC screen.
先輩、安心してください。演じるのではありません。生まれ変わるのです。受肉です。
That's a ridiculously high hurdle! The intensity of Hiragi's fixations were terrifying.
大丈夫よ、言うなら男性ユーザーの心をわしづかみにできるわ。
Why?
男の子の気持ちは男の子が一番わかるはずでしょ。つまりユウがキュンとしちゃう理想の女の子を表現すればいいの。
That's impossible. What are you saying?
遠野、これが成功すれば部も奨学金もなくならないのよ。私たちのリーダーとして一度やってみて。
I had no room to argue when she put it that way. Fine. I wrongly put on the motion capture equipment. Owen was excitedly setting up the rest of the gear. Can't believe I'm stuck acting like some cross-dresser online.
遠野先輩、性差別はどうかと。
先輩、早く動いて何か喋ってみるっす。
女の子になりきって可愛く頼むわよ。ゆっぴゆっぴ。
ゆっぴゆっぴ。
They're instigating me. Damn it, I was desperate at this point. Better make myself as cute as humanly possible. I'm the newbie virtual YouTuber, Yuppie. Nice to meet you, Yuppie. Put both of my hands together, tilted my head gently to the side, and brandished a flirty smile. All of them instantly burst into laughter. Don't laugh! Snapped, still using my digitized female voice. You all made me do this, P!
いや、笑ったりしてごめん、トーノ。可愛いよ。うん、可愛い。決しておかしくなんて。
Seriously, P?
やめて。
Senpai, you lied, P! P. Even Kaido laughed.
先輩、ダメです。
But there was one person. He glared at me without moving a single eyebrow.
全然女性になりきれてません。それにユッピーは恥ずかしがり屋だけどツンデレなロリお姉さんキャラという設定です。
What the fuck does a tsundere lollipop as the character even mean?
もっと内股で恥ずかしそうに、立ち姿からキャラの性格はにじみ出ます。あとこびた笑いはいりません。視聴者はすぐ見抜きます。自然体でツンデレなロリお姉さんの笑顔を。
I can't even picture it. Who could pull that off? Now he was insanely knowledgeable and serious about this.
今日から配信開始なんです。特訓しましょう。ツンデレ度がありません。リテイクです。ロリっぽさが皆無です。リテイクです。今度はお姉さんっぽさがないです。リテイクで。
I was through this demonic coaching of Hidegis that I became Yuppie in all facets. I no longer knew where I ended and Yuppie began. Then, on the 108th retake, she finally gave me the okay on this take.
ようやくキャラが固まったわね。固まったのかしら。ユッピー、分裂症っす。
では今までの動画を編集して1本目を今晩上げておきます。チャンネル名はユッピーチャンネルでいいですか？
Anything's fine at this point, P. Yuppie wanted to go home already.
お兄ちゃん、面白い記事が載ってるよ。
Interesting article. During then, Aritsu showed me her smartphone. A pretty virtual YouTuber I had never seen before was on the top of the Yahoo news. Namely Yuppie. Me.
今までにない個性的なキャラクターで動画再生回数もう1000万回だって。
I crave death. Are you serious? Incredible, Yuppie, me. No, the actual incredible one was the producer, Hiragi. We were already monetized.
でももうチャンネル消えてるらしいよ。
What?
あまりにもふざけすぎてるって抗議が YouTube に殺到したんだって。
Those hard-headed idiots, P! How much effort I put in and ran my voice ragged. Later on, Hiragi sent me a message on Lin. I'm sorry. I replied, it's not your fault, P. Although it didn't work out, activities should have left a mark on the virtual YouTuber world. Farewell, Yuppie.
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。
あれ、お兄ちゃん？
God, my throat is fucking sore now. I'm gonna end it here for the day. Short one, but alas, happens. I always forget I don't have to go here.
ここでセーブしますね。
Let's see. I wonder what that C even means. Probably common, actually. I'm stupid. Like, every character probably has a name that starts with a different letter. Yeah, like... Never mind. Maybe it's like a mixture of both, or just an image of the face to note which route it is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye-bye.